Hi, it's Joe Gore from PremierGuitar.com, live from Musikmesse 2014 in Frankfurt. And I'm here with Tom from TV Jones, also known as Mr. TV Jones. And he's going to show us Brian Setzer signature pickup.
Okay, what we have here are two coils that are completely redesigned. I went with a very clear coil and a very thick coil, dark. And what happens is there's less cancellation of high frequencies that way. So we have some clarity on the top and then some punch on the bottom. So it's more transparent. It'd be in between a TV Classic and a Classic Plus. So there's tons of sparkle in the air with the push on the bottom.
Even just standing here, listening to you strum an E chord, you really hear that mix of the brilliant crackling high end, but also like a lot of guts on the bottom.
The guts on the bottom, which is great for if you're going to use it for rock and roll or a lot of distortion. Very tight bass response with that support, and the sparkle from the top. It's just perfect.
A lot of people might not have seen a pickup testing rig like this before. Tell us about this hacked up instrument.
It's a hacked up instrument, yes. So what happens is you can take the pickups in and out, which is great for trade shows when you want everybody to sample your pickups. A true A/B test, right? Because all guitars are different, guitar to guitar. Organic materials.
What's it like developing a product with Brian? Is he real, hands-on and give a lot of direction, or is it more like, show me something and I'll tell you when I love it?
It's more like I didn't tell him for 3 years. I work on Brian's guitars for 20 years now. And last 3 years or so, I put these pickups in his guitars right before a tour. And eventually he asked me, so what's going on? Something's like really cool. And I told him what I did. And we talked and we thought we should have a signature pickup. Otherwise, if you tell him, I don't think it works that well with him. So it'd be best not to tell him, and then he came to me.
No, that's a really good sounding pickup. Can we listen to it a little bit more? Yeah. And I'd love it if you turned it up a little bit at some point and hear how that responds with a little more gain on it.
Sure, yeah.
It's such an articulate. Well-defined sound, and there's a lot of mass to it.
Yes.
But it's got such slice that just so percussive. And
yeah, I'm really happy with it. In fact, I've used this pickup in my personal guitar at home for the last 3 years, and I've fallen in love with it. I can't do without it. Another thing that's very important about this style pickup is the bobbins are closer together on a true Filtertron. And what that does is it tightens up your bass response and gets you a little more of a clear tone.
So the dimensions of the cover are true to vintage, but the distance between.
Well, this is all true to vintage. There are many replicas out there.
I mean simply the dimensions.
Exactly. Yeah. So if you want the Filtertron sound, you got to go for the narrower aperture.
And I noticed there's a real trend towards a lot of players using these Gretsch-derived pickups in guitars that are most decidedly not Gretsches. See a lot of Tele players, adopting these. What's your take on that trend?
What I like about it is there's a natural compression to the Filtertron. You got the bite and the tight bass response, but there's a natural compression on the highs. Not so ice picky, and it looks cool. It's one of the coolest looking pickups I've ever.
Well, it's just amazing that the bite and definition without getting nasty.
Exactly.
It's like treble you can hang out with for a long time.
Yes, a wider cue, good bass support, tight bass.
Yeah, totally hear it.
Now let's hear it with the pedal.
Yeah, please.
That's a middle position. And here's a bridge. Tight bass.
What I love about that is that same explosive, well-defined top end.
Exactly.
When you pour on the gain and the top end starts to roll off from the speaker.
Exactly.
It's that stuff that keeps that definition and punch. Doesn't mush out.
I think this is one of the most dynamic pickup designs out there. And that, by the way, it was invented by Ray Butts back in 57, 56. And what you get is a very clear coils, very clear tone, with a thicker magnet. So you got explosive dynamics. So that's what I feel as a player.
Yeah, that explosive is the word I would use. Definitely hearing it. So where can folks go online to learn more about this and some of your other designs?
I'm not really sure. No, I'm kidding. All right, tvjones.com. I'm
Well
just kidding,
done.
sorry. I'm very tired.
You're not the only one, my friend.
All right.
And thanks for showing it to us. It sounds killer, and nice playing.
Thank you.
Thank you. And thank you for watching PremierGuitar.com.